Hey there, and welcome to the video in our Installing Anaconda part of Python for Data Science series. Whether you're just starting out or transitioning into the world of data, you're in the right place. In this series, we'll guide you step by step through the tools, techniques, and workflows that real data professionals use every day. And before we dive into code, we need to set up your data science environment. In this video, you'll learn how to install the tools you'll be using throughout the series: Python, the foundation of our data science journey, Jupyter Notebook, for writing and running code interactively VS Code, a powerful code editor for bigger projects, and most importantly, Anaconda, a one-stop toolkit that gives you everything you need with just a few clicks. Before we jump into hands-on data science, let's take a quick moment to talk about one important question. Why install Anaconda? Anaconda is like your all-in-one toolbox for data science. Instead of installing Python, Jupyter Notebook, Pandas, Matplotlib, and 10 other libraries one by one, Anaconda gives you everything in a single installation. It's fast, it's easy, and it just works. It comes with Jupyter Notebook already set up, so you can write and run Python code right in your browser with instant visual feedback. You also get hundreds of pre-installed libraries, like Pandas for data, Matplotlib for charts, and scikit-learn for machine learning. But that's not all. Anaconda also includes Conda, a powerful environment manager. With it, you can create isolated workspaces for each project, so one set of code won't accidentally break another. For example, if one project uses Python 3.9 and another needs Python 3.11, no problem. Anaconda can handle that with just a few commands. It's also beginner-friendly. You can manage everything through a simple point-and-click interface called Anaconda Navigator, or through the Anaconda prompt if you prefer the terminal. No complicated setup, no messy conflicts, just open and go. And because millions of data scientists use Anaconda, there's a huge community behind it. That means more tutorials, more answers online, and more support as you grow. So, if you're just getting started with Python and data science, or even if you're experienced but want a cleaner setup, Anaconda is the easiest way to hit the ground running. Alright, now let's go ahead and visit the official Anaconda website. Just open your browser and go to www.anaconda.com. Once you're there, click the button that says Download. It'll take you to a page where you can choose the version of Anaconda that fits your computer. You'll see options for Windows, macOS, and Linux. Since we're using Windows in this tutorial, we'll choose the Windows installer. Now, you might notice something else on the site called Miniconda. So what's the difference? Anaconda versus Miniconda. Anaconda is the full package. It comes with Python, Jupyter Notebook, and over 250 pre-installed data science libraries, like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and scikit-learn. It's big, but it's everything you need already included. Miniconda is the lightweight version. It only gives you the basics. Just Python and Conda. You install the libraries you need manually, one at a time. So, which one should you choose? If you're new to data science, I recommend you go with Anaconda. It's beginner-friendly, saves time, and everything just works out of the box. Go ahead and click the download button for the Windows version of Anaconda. It'll take a few moments to download, and then we'll walk through how to install it on your computer. Once the Anaconda installer has finished downloading, go ahead and double-click the setup file. If Windows asks for permission to make changes to your device, just click Yes. It's completely safe since we downloaded it from the official Anaconda website. This will launch the Anaconda setup wizard, and it may take a few moments to load. Once it's ready, just follow along with me as we walk through the installation step by step. Make sure you have enough free space on your hard drive for the installation. The installer will show you exactly how much space is needed, so take a quick look and make sure everything checks out before moving forward. On the next screen, you'll see a couple of checkbox options. I recommend leaving the default settings as they are, especially if you're new to Anaconda. Then go ahead and click Next to start the installation process. The installation might take a few minutes, So just sit back and let it finish, and I'll guide you through what to do once it's complete. Once the installation is complete, go ahead and open the Windows Start menu and search for Anaconda. From the results, look for Anaconda Navigator. It should have a green logo. Click on it to launch the navigator. This is your visual interface for working with Anaconda. No coding needed just yet. As you can see, there are a number of pre-installed tools and packages that come with Anaconda. Most notably, you'll find Jupyter Notebook, one of the most popular tools for data analysis, and also an option to install or launch Visual Studio Code for more advanced coding workflows. Now let's try out Jupyter Notebook. From the Anaconda Navigator, go ahead and click Launch under Jupyter Notebook. This will open a new browser tab. Don't worry, that's exactly how it's supposed to work. You'll land in the Files section, which shows the folders and files on your computer. I recommend creating a dedicated project folder to keep your work organized. For example, I'll create a new folder called Projects under my Documents. Once that folder is created, open it by clicking on it, then click New. Python 3 IPyKernel to create your first notebook file. Go ahead and rename it something like firstcode.ipinb and make sure to save it inside the folder you just created. Let's write our very first line of Python code. In the blank cell that appears, go ahead and type print open parenthesis, hello world, close parenthesis. To run the code, click the Run button. It looks like a little play icon at the top of the page. When you run the cell, you'll see the output, hello world, printed just below it. And that's it. You've just written and executed your first line of Python code in Jupyter Notebook. Simple, clean, and interactive. One important thing to remember when working in Jupyter Notebook is the drop-down menu at the top of each cell. It usually says Code by default. This menu lets you choose the cell type. There are two main options you'll use. Code, this is where you write and run Python code like we just did. Markdown, use this for writing plain text, notes, explanations, or even formatted headings and bullet points. So, if you want to explain your code or organize your notebook, just change the cell to Markdown, type your text, and run the cell, just like with code. This helps keep your notebook clean, readable, and more like a mix of a notebook and a presentation. Perfect for data science projects. Let's take a quick look at the main buttons in the Jupyter Notebook toolbar so you know what each one does. First, the Save button. It looks like a little disk icon. Click this anytime to save your current notebook. It's a good habit to save often. Next is the Add Cell button, marked with a plus sign. Click this to insert a new cell right below the one you're working on. The Cut button, which looks like scissors, will delete the currently selected cell and copy it to your clipboard, so you can paste it somewhere else. The Copy button, shown as two overlapping squares, copies the selected cell without deleting it. The Paste button, which looks like a clipboard, inserts the copied or cut cell right below the current one. The Move Up and Move Down arrows help you rearrange your cells. Click the up arrow to move the selected cell up, or the down arrow to move it down. The Run button, a triangle play icon, runs the code or markdown in the selected cell and moves to the next one. You can also press Shift plus Enter on your keyboard to do the same. Lastly, the Cell Type drop-down menu lets you switch the cell between code and markdown depending on whether you want to write code or formatted text. Getting comfortable with these buttons will make your Jupyter Notebook experience smooth and efficient. Let's talk about how to manage cells in Jupyter Notebook. Adding, inserting, deleting, and moving cells. To add a new cell below the current one, click the plus button in the toolbar. This inserts a fresh, empty cell right beneath your selected cell, ready for code or text. If you want to insert a cell above the current one, you can use the menu bar at the top. Go to Insert. Insert cell above. This adds a new cell right above your current one. To delete a cell, select the cell by clicking on it, then click the scissors icon in the toolbar or press D twice quickly on your keyboard. You can also cut a cell to remove it and save it to your clipboard and paste it elsewhere. Use the Cut button, scissors icon, and the Paste button, clipboard icon for this. To copy a cell without deleting it, select the cell and click the Copy button. It looks like two overlapping squares. Once copied, you can paste the cell right below any selected cell using the Paste button. To move cells up or down, use the up and down arrow buttons in the toolbar. This helps you reorganize your notebook for better flow. Knowing how to manage your cells efficiently makes working in Jupyter Notebook easier and keeps your work organized. Now let's take a look at the Run menu at the top of the Jupyter Notebook interface. Click on Run in the menu bar and you'll see several useful options for executing your code and moving between cells. The first option is Run Selected Cells. This runs the currently highlighted cell, exactly the same as clicking the Run button or pressing Shift plus Enter. The next one, Run Selected Cell and Insert Below, will run the selected cell and then automatically add a new blank cell underneath it. This is useful when you're building a notebook step by step. Then you have Run All. This executes all cells in your notebook from top to bottom. It's helpful when you want to make sure everything runs smoothly in order, like before saving or sharing your work. Run All Above will run all the cells above your current one without running the cell you're currently on. This is great if you're editing a lower cell and want to refresh everything before it. Lastly, Run All Below runs all the cells below your selected one, useful when making changes midway and continuing the execution from that point. These options give you a lot of control over how you run your code, perfect for experimenting, debugging, or presenting your analysis step by step. Let's now take a look at Markdown cells, a powerful way to add text and formatting to your Jupyter Notebook. Markdown is great for writing titles, notes, explanations, or organizing your code into clear steps. First, click on a cell, then go to the top drop-down menu and switch it from Code to Markdown. Now you're ready to write formatted text. For example, type "My first data science project." That £sign or hash turns this into a large heading. Press Shift plus Enter to run the cell and see the nicely formatted result. You can also use multiple hash symbols to create smaller headings, like Step 1, Load Data, Step 2, Clean Data, Step 3, Anything. To make bullet lists, use dashes like this. Bullet. Bullet 1, Bullet 2, Bullet 3. And for styling text, wrap words with asterisks. 1 asterisk for italic or 2 for bold. Markdown makes your notebook more than just a code editor. It becomes a professional-looking document, great for presentations or sharing your work. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to check out our full playlist for the complete data science series, step by step. And if you'd like to keep learning with us, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.